Good morning. What's up, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing great today. Beautiful Sunday. Just got done showing a property and figure, you know what, I'm gonna come by, take a look at one of our properties for a client here. So this property right here, first and foremost, is a townhome, and it is located in the city of Henderson, right off of Wagon Wheel. We got the freeway right over here, takes you up to Boulder. Now, this property right here belongs to an owner that is out of state. This is a quarter unit and it's about 1,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms with a 2-car garage. You have a first floor and the second floor and a backyard. But most important thing about this video today, we're gonna be talking about add value. What is an add value? So when you're putting your property on the market, how do you increase the value of the property? But before we go into that, let me kind of tell you the backstory with this thing. So this property right here, the owners, they are currently out of state and they are looking to sell their property. Obviously, they're not here to do the add value. So let me explain the add value real quick. Okay, so this is how it works. So for an add value property, when you have a property that you are planning on selling, you want to get as much as value as possible for your property. How do we do that? There's certain things that we can actually do to upgrade your property, but also we don't want to spend too much money on the upgrades because you may not get that back. So the first thing is we need to take a look at the comps. What will this home actually appraise for? So first thing we took a look at is the comparables within this neighborhood. We find out that the home in really good condition will fetch about $330,000. But when I actually came into this home initially, because there was a tenant in place, they had vacated, they left this place a mess. And the color of the walls are just like yellow, dingy, was just completely outdated. So if we were going to put the property on the market today, based upon its current condition, it's going to be about $310,000. But then once you get an offer, you're probably gonna have to negotiate the deal because the buyer's gonna ask for a price reduction. So the question is, how do we gain more money, squeeze all the juice out of the orange? So this is what we call an add value. So there's certain things that we can actually do. Number one is the ARV, after repair value. That is the value of this property by doing the things that you're going to do to rehab it or upgrade it to get it to where people are going to submit high offers on the property. Then we have the appraised value. So the appraised value here is probably going to be about 330 based upon the current comps. Now at 330,000, add value on this would be about $340,000. So that's what we're going to list the property at. So one of the things that we've decided to do where it makes sense, right? Where we're going to put the money is all the doors, all the walls, okay? All the ceilings, it was just dingy, dark, and grimy. You came in here, it was just dark. So we decided to paint everything. That's number one, okay? That cost us about $4,000, okay? That's all the baseboards, that's all the doors, the ceilings, and the trims. And they did a really good job here. Then the next thing that we decided to do was, what can we do as far as add value? The cabinets. These are the cabinets right here. Now we're gonna resurface the cabinets. We're gonna sand them and actually paint them white. And that's gonna cost about $2,900. Then we're gonna get some hand pulls and hardware from Amazon. And I think you guys seen that before in the past where we were doing condos. So that's about a couple $100. Now, as you can see, this one already had some laminate flooring, which it was really nice. And what I do like about this is, let me show you, is that the backyard is really complete here. Look at this. I'm gonna take you guys upstairs. I'm gonna show you also what we're gonna do. But now, the thing about it is, you don't wanna put too much into the home or too much of an investment where you're not gonna get that return back. Let's take a look at the bathroom cabinets. So as you can see, the bathroom cabinets already have been painted white. Another thing that we're gonna do is, we decided to keep the toilets, okay? Because this makes sense. But we're gonna clean the toilets, we're gonna get it detailed, but we're gonna add a whole new cover for the toilet, seat cover. Here is just gonna be cleaned. But all the hinges will be black, modern hardware. And then what we're gonna do is, let me show you the primary. A very large primary. Now the carpets, we were able to keep the carpets, okay? We're just gonna shampoo the carpets. It actually makes sense. Here, we've already done the cabinets. They did a really good job on the cabinets. Now here's the hardware. these hardwares are so outdated and you want to keep it more modern, more clean, more new, so we're going to do the modern black. I will have a link in the description below where I pick it up on Amazon, so if you're flipping a property. Now this bathroom here, one of the things that we have to do is regrout the bathroom tile and also a new seat here too as well, and that will be cleaned. So when it comes to the add value, this is how it works now. Going back to that, we're going to be all into this deal for roughly about less than $10,000. But by putting in $10,000, I know that I could sell this property for $340,000. Now, if we sold it based upon its current condition, it would have to go in the market for $310,000. So by putting in $10,000, right, I'm making $20,000 more. Now, there's times where it's not worth to do that. If this was like a hot market where, you know, buyers are just paying for their own appraisals or waiving everything, right? Where people just want the property, then yes, it makes sense. Also, sometimes you could be over rehabbing this property. Next thing you know, you'll never get that money back. So that's why it's very important. If you are planning on selling your home right here in Las Vegas, this is one of the services that we do provide to you. So in this situation here, the owners of this property has not been here for like a couple years. So we have taken over possession of the property and we did all the bids for them and we are overseeing their project, right? And we send them daily videos of what's going on, what's the total cost, but all they had to do was just pay for it. It's less than $10,000 and I'm making the clients $20,000 more on top of it, see? And this is so important that if you are a seller, you need to have somebody that understands add value acquisitions just like this, because we are literally squeezing out $20,000. It is so important that you understand that. Now, could we just put it on the market and sell it for $310,000? Yes. Now the question is, what happens if you are a seller and you want to sell, but you don't have the money? Well, look guys, there's some real estate agents out there just like myself can do a novation, which is we take over possession of the property, we fork out our own money to put into this deal, right? Obviously we got to get reimbursed at the close of escrow, but that would be a case-by-case basis. If the property was in pretty good condition, then I would say, hey, is it really worth the client's time by spending $10,000 to make $5,000? The answer is probably no. Some sellers may do it. However, if it's only $5,000 that you're gonna make and you gotta do all the work, you gotta put the time and effort and get the contractors, which here, the seller didn't have to do that, right? He took advantage and used our resources to help him out to put this transaction together, right? That's all it's about. So my thing here is that it is very important. If you're planning on listing your home, okay, especially if you're out of state, you gotta get with somebody that understands rehab, that has the resources, that has the contractors, that can run the analysis on these type of deals. Now, I've already done so many flips already at this point in my career, and you guys probably already seen it. Now, I'm not one of those flippers that flip hundreds of homes every year. That's not me. I do the retail side, but yes, have I done flip homes? Yes, I have. I'm just very experienced, especially on the construction side. So I'm able to source all this out and get the best deal as possible for the client. Again, this is one of the services that we do provide. So number one, remember this, you wanna see what the ARV, after repair value, is going to be. Number two, you wanna see what this property will appraise for. Number three is the most important thing, is that you need to figure out what are the upgrades that need to be done bare minimum to maximize the potential of that investment. And that's what we have done here. Other than that, guys, that's all I pretty much have for today. It's a beautiful Sunday, even though it is windy. And again, just make sure that you get with the right real estate agent. And if you're planning on selling your home, give us a call. Other than that, until next time, I'm Chakits. Peace.